Today was a sell-off, not just in energy, which we've done a whole lot of talking about, but the market as a whole, broadly across the market, we saw a lot of red today. We're not going to talk about energy too much today in this video. We've talked about energy yesterday in particular, throughout the last couple weeks. We're sticking with the fundamental story. Today, we're talking about China and Taiwan. What's this situation about? Didn't we just decide we would pull out of Afghanistan? What are we doing in Taiwan? What are we doing in Taiwan? Taiwan is a very different situation from Afghanistan. Taiwan is a liberation movement outside of China. They left China. They created their own country based on American principles of freedom, free enterprise, freedom of speech. Very similar to America, but that does not mean they are an American colony or they partner very closely with the U.S. They just are more anti-China, and they view the United States as closer to what they would rather be, so they lean slightly more towards the United States. But this has been a point of contention for China. China views Taiwan as a dog they raised, part of their family that decided to leave the house and now growls whenever they come close. China wants to take that dog back into the house and believes it's my dog. I'm bringing that dog back to my house. That's their number one priority because Taiwan is a very smart country with a lot of people, but they control one of what is the most important products of modern manufacturing, and that's semiconductors. They control Taiwan Semiconductors. That is one of the largest, if not the largest and most strategically important semiconductor companies in the world, and China would like it to be part of China and under China's jurisdiction. So they want to retake Taiwan and want to assert that they view it as part of Taiwan. And what better opportunity to come out against the United States' presence in Taiwan than when distaste for United States presence abroad is at its lowest, aka we're seeing a perceived failure in Afghanistan. That's debatable. It's just kind of the way we exited it. We really needed to let people know what happens if you attack the United States. I think we did that job pretty well. Yes, it was long. Yes, it cost a lot of money, but hopefully we won't have another 9/11. Anyways, what better time for China to strike than right now? And that's exactly what they did. They threatened force and war. They used the term war. If there are U.S. troops in Taiwan, of which there are 30,000, and they said there must be an unconditional withdrawal of these troops and a public apology by the United States. And if there isn't, they take it as a sign of war. Now, that won't happen. I believe that won't happen. We have yet to really hear anything from the United States on this. Likely won't happen. So we really got to see what China's next move is. There's two kind of ways I see this going. One, they've said this before. This is kind of the strongest statement they put out and the most properly timed statement. One, it could just be, a statement that they're putting out in order to assert dominance over the United States. They are, in my opinion, in a surprisingly weak position. Their economy is weakening. The United States economy is somewhat clearly stronger right now. They're having COVID surge. Their people are highly questioning things. In addition, they might want to signal their might to their own people. They just saw the people of Afghanistan very quickly and very strongly take over the Afghan government. That is one of China's biggest domestic fears, that their people could take over the Communist Party and have their own liberation movement similar to Taiwan. So they want to really get in there. It's possible there's no bite behind this bark, but who knows? We will see what happens. The other route is that they're serious, and we're going to have to see what happens with that anyways. So right now we're chilling. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. It's something to watch. It's something to consider. How does it affect the market? Well, I don't think it's going to affect the market too much. I don't see why it would. I only see it helping certain areas of the market, particularly value stocks, energy, materials, things like this. The United States would have to issue bonds, yields would rise, most likely. I don't want to speculate on that, but I would assume an increase in supply would have some effect like that. So we'd see what happens. This is the situation. This is how I'm breaking it down. U.S. Taiwan. We will see what happens from here. And until next time, peace out.